tu re mamaye puning jana puning kuruso. Om dare tu re mamaye puning jana puning kuruso. Om dare tu re mamaye puning jana puning kuruso. Om dare tu re mamaye puning jana puning kuruso. Happy Wednesday. If you just realized that it was Wednesday because I said it, then glad I broke the news to you. So practicing a lot today in many ways. Sometimes I practice by reading. I like to read, stimulate my mind a little, which I'm sure many of you will giggle about, because when I get asked, and this is kind of one of our running jokes in our Kansas City Sangha, is that when people ask me, especially when they're starting out, what should I read? I say nothing. And I don't mean nothing forever. I don't mean don't read other authors and don't read Buddhist ideas and Buddhist books. What I mean is don't try to learn it from a book. You must practice. When you practice and you have the experience of practicing, then when you read Buddhist books and it refers to something, you'll spot it and go, oh, that's that thing from when I practice. Important. It's important to have the connection of those two. This, Buddhism can be a philosophy, it can be a practice, and it can be a religion. Any or all of those three. Maybe there's another option I'm not mentioning as well, but that's okay. So understanding that if you just come to it by reading and not practicing, just reading, then you'll have an intellectual understanding of what it is. But to put it in a practical sense, you must practice. And my practice and my religion are not really separate. And I think many Westerners get caught up in the word religion to mean organized religion, and you'll be taken advantage of, and that you have to pay money and blah 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 blah, or whatever it is. Or maybe it's a strict set of doctrine that you have to follow. And to me, the religious aspect means my devotional aspect, and my devotional aspect to my practice specifically. So if I'm showing up to it every day, which I do in some form or fashion, that I am religiously showing up, and I am religiously giving it my attention and my intention. Attention and intention. So don't get caught up in that. But I want to talk today a little bit about how to ground yourself and how to feel a little improvement from, if you're arriving into your practice daily and you are not feeling the best. Maybe you're agitated, maybe you're feeling melancholy, or you're feeling angry, or you're feeling sad or restless, or whatever it might be. One of the important things that I think that we do in understanding why we're sitting is to check in with ourselves first and see what is my discomfort, what is my dissatisfaction, what is my suffering. So take that moment for yourself right now and ask yourself, how am I feeling? What is heavy on me and heaviest on you right now? I don't mean, it doesn't have to be what's plagued you for decades. I want to know right in this moment what is present for you. So remember, there can be the dissatisfaction or discomfort of the physical body. There can be the dissatisfaction of continual change. There can be the dissatisfaction of feeling separate or feeling interconnected, whatever that floats for you. Feeling dissatisfaction. So check in with yourself before you sit each time and understand. And it can be multiple. I have a little back pain today, a little shoulder discomfort. Yeah? As well as feeling a little bit restless. So I'm showing up with a couple things. So we ask ourselves, identifying that there's an issue, we need to then look for the cause of that issue. Okay, I know that my physical pain is probably coming from my posture, that I've been sitting at my desk a lot of today and on the keyboard, so I'm going to adjust my posture a little bit and see if I can relieve. That feels like a little bit of relief. So I'll continually do that. Find that position. Where's my restlessness coming from? Fear of not doing enough, not being enough. Deep fear. Fear. Fear is usually at the bottom. Fearful of something or losing something. Fearful of not getting. Fearful of not being enough. Fearful. So check there. And then that gives us our topic for our sit, the reason for our sit. So when I focus, instead of getting caught in that pull of the dissatisfaction and my conditioning that wants me to escape my dissatisfaction in some way or another. Maybe it's whatever your distraction is. Maybe I'm just not going to look there. Maybe I'm going to watch Netflix for hours and lose myself in that, or go for a walk and try to clear my head, or whatever it is. During this exercise, we want to be present that we are reacting in a way, and try to settle that. Realize that our reactions are often pulling us away from the present moment. So we can take control in a gentle way of that attention. We'll bring that back and set it here in front of us. Continually exercising. Identifying the distraction, catching ourselves, bringing our attention back and putting it right here, releasing it right in front of us. Right here in this moment where everything is breathing and beating, pulsing, existing, right here, right now, interconnected with everything. So we're going to do a little bit of that today. So that's a deep explanation, but one that will serve you well to check in with yourself. You don't have to look for the deepest depths of your suffering, but maybe the ones that are most prevalent and most accessible right now. Treat what you can and learn how to quell the discomfort by your attention, with your attention. Yeah? So I'm going to ring the bell 3 times, and we'll let the sound and vibration call us here. And now, take a deep breath. Let it all out. Get right into it. Bring your attention and plop it right down in front of you. Right there. Nowhere else to go. Nowhere else for our attention to go, but right here, right now. This moment, only moment. Focus your internal mantra as you breathe in, right here. Breathe out, right now. Breathe in, right here. Breathe out, right now. Right here, right now. Keep it here. Keep it now. Relax and release on each exhalation right here, right now. Catch yourself in the moment of distraction. Celebrate that you caught it. Return your attention to the present moment. Releasing it to wander in this moment. We're just sitting in this moment. We're just breathing in this moment. And just being in this moment. Relax and release with each out breath. Grabbing your attention with each in-breath and releasing it before you with each out-breath. Here, right now. Let that other stuff go. Right here, right now. Nowness, awareness. Here, now. So, take a look as you sit down. Understand what your dukkha is. Your suffering, dissatisfaction, discomfort, physical and or mental. Understand that you are reacting to that. And that is the reason you're suffering from it. So when we take the moment to identify that there's an issue, as well as identify the cause of that issue, we can loosen our grip on it, understand it, nurture it, rather than turn away from it acting as if it doesn't exist and is not weighing on us. So take your time, one thing at a time. Learn to do it once, it's easier to apply it again. Sometimes it's necessary to just have a little notebook, a little journal, and you can write down a brief experience of where you are today, what's going on. Start there. More things will reveal themselves, but one thing at a time. Be patient. You didn't collect all these things all at once. And you'll relieve them, alleviate them one at a time. So be patient, be present. That's how we get through it, how we persevere. So I hope that is helpful for today. Just practice checking in, understanding what's going on, what needs your attention. I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, 2:30 Central Time, and we'll meditate together. I'll see you then.